It's time to wake up and let the weirdness begin. It's the KVJ Show to start your morning. Kevin is the host, and his skin pigment is whiter than Casper the Ghost. Virginia sounds like this. Nickname Vicious Bee, so don't get her pissed. Jason talks like a spaz, and they love to talk about Bigfoot and stats. So get ready, here we go. You're listening to 97.9 with the KVJ Show.
Well, good morning. Happy Thursday. Welcome to the KVJ Show. Well, it's just kind of amazing what a good old stretch will do for you, huh?
Yes.
Very important. Kind of get you going. Yeah.
I try to do it every morning because I'm just rickety.
You're telling me that you stretch naked in the shower, Virginia.
I do.
Yeah.
And I certainly wouldn't encourage anybody to try to peek in at that time because it's going to be
It's not pretty.
rough.
Yeah.
Yeah, my old shower was bigger. I was able to do the downward dog. My new shower, I can't do that in. It's tough.
Yeah, mine is like a shower where you stand up, but it's extra long. The people that had the house before me, I know the man later in life became disabled. And so they kind of built it for his disability. There's like old people railings in the shower.
Yeah.
Which I gotta tell you, when we first moved in, I'm like, who needs this old people railing? Now
Coming in handy.
Hold on to it a lot.
You're falling apart that fast, huh?
Well, it helps me balance if I'm going to stretch. The last thing you want to do is do the downward dog and crack your skull open. So, kind of thankful for the handicap bar in my shower. Not going to lie.
You're getting old when you lay out your floor plans in your house based on your upcoming disabilities. Yeah. I know my parents put in their house. Oh, we got everything on one floor. I'm like, well, how old are you guys? Come on.
I don't know. I kind of relate. I've fallen down my stairs several times. I like one floor places.
That ain't age, though, yeah.
Yeah, you're right.
That's called Jameson.
Yeah. There you go. So, welcome to it. Hopefully, you guys are all stretched and ready to go. We got a whole bunch of KVJ Show coming at you.
It's the KVJ Dirt of the Day. It's the KVJ Dirt of the Day. Virginia, take it away, because you know we need that Dirt of the Day.
Well, coming up in just a second, it looks like Matthew McConaughey is doing kind of what you're doing, Kevin, having uncomfortable conversations with a black man. That's the name of the show he is appearing on. We'll let you hear a little bit of that and how he's learning and what he's saying about his journey as a white man.
Okay.
We'll get into that coming up in a second. Before we do that, Iggy Azalea is a mom. There was some rumors about her being pregnant, but we never really saw any definitive proof. But she took to Instagram to say, yes, it is true. I have a son, and I was waiting for the right time to say something, but it feels as more time passes, I realize I'm always going to feel anxious to share the news. And she wanted to tell everybody that, it's not a secret. I love him beyond words. This is the first child for Iggy Azalea and her boyfriend, Playboy Cardi. So she's going public with the news. Pete Davidson really does live in his mom's basement. I guess, he's got that new movie out, which looks really good.
It does. It's going to be one of those kind of deep but comedy kind of movies. Yeah, it looks good.
I like that blend. He's been through a lot. So here is Pete, I guess, talking about how he really does live in his mom's basement.
Are you in Staten Island right now, overseeing your kingdom?
Yeah, I'm in Staten Island in my mom's basement, crushing it.
I know you say that you live in your mom's basement, but you quite literally live in the basement of, I assume you own the home together?
It's a joint effort. We got a house together, so yeah.
I bet it's a joint effort indeed down there. Pete, when you have friends come over, do they come through the upstairs, or is there a separate entrance downstairs?
I have my own entrance for the cool cats.
I see.
Only the cool cats get the side door.
Okay. That kind of plays into the movie and what it's all about. Looks like the casting in it's great. It is called The King of Staten Island. It's going to be on demand everywhere coming up on Friday. Steve Buscemi. They look like they're related, actually. In real life, when I saw the previews, I was like, that's great casting. I can see that. That's very believable. You have that where sometimes somebody plays somebody's father or their kid, and they just look nothing alike, and you're just like, I have a hard time buying into this.
Agreed. Tom Cruise in that Alien movie, I thought the casting was terrible.
War of the Worlds.
War of the Worlds. He had the little Dakota Fanning as his daughter. I just didn't buy it.
Yeah, sometimes it does make it harder, but when you see Steve Buscemi and Pete Davidson, and it looks like there might be a father-son kind of thing, you're like, I could buy that. That actually could work. Other people in the cast looks great. Bill Burr's in it. Marissa Tomei is in it. And Maude Apatow, which I can only assume is Judd's daughter.
She's been in a bunch of stuff.
Okay.
She was in, she's been in a bunch of his movies.
Yes. So it doesn't hurt when your dad is Judd.
No.
No, not at all. Matthew McConaughey appeared on the second episode of Emmanuel Acho's show, Uncomfortable Conversations with a Black Man. I guess Matthew heard the first episode and was so moved by it that he wanted to be a part of the second one.
Well, he's probably, he is. He's friends with this guy. His name is Acho. He's been on ESPN for a while, just switching over to Fox Sports this season. But he played football at the University of Texas. And,
Okay.
you know, Matthew McConaughey is
Big Texas.
Yeah, he is the ambassador or something
yes,
like that?
he really teaches a class.
Yes, and he's always on the sidelines. And remember, he did that when he did the giveaway for coronavirus, it was you could join him in his private suite at a University of Texas football game. So, yeah, Acho did one episode of this already last week, Uncomfortable Conversations with a Black Man, just talking about, his own reality and helping people understand. And so Matthew McConaughey was on this week's episode. And they're talking about something called white allergies, is what Matthew had. In fact, actually kind of dropped this on Acho, who is a black man who's like, never heard of this.
Interesting.
Okay.
All right.
There you go.
So there you go. If you want to check out that second episode with Matthew McConaughey on there, it's called Uncomfortable Conversation with a Black Man. And that's what's going on in your Dirt of the Day.
KVJ not only does a radio show, but also does an after-the-show podcast. Watch or listen on KVJShow.com.
What are you thinking about? What are you thinking about? What's on your mind? Are you thinking about? What are you thinking about?
What are you thinking about, Jay Bird?
We talk about it all the time. We never know what's real, what's fake. I woke up to this message. Bird, did you see Twitter is trying to cancel the cartoon Paw Patrol because the dog is part of the police department? Do you think this is going too far? Now, I researched this a little bit.
Chase?
What's that?
Chase from Paw Patrol?
I don't know about Paw Patrol. All I know
That's
is
the
that
name.
there's a dog in there.
I
There's
know
a
about
police.
Paw Patrol. Paw Patrol is big in my house.
So apparently people on Twitter were going after Paw Patrol, saying we got to cancel the dog because it's a policeman. But I think they were joking, and I don't think Paw Patrol is going anywhere. I don't think people are really trying to bring it down. Now, I will say this. I was reading some of the comments on Twitter about Paw Patrol, and yes, because people on Twitter are insane. They really want to take down Paw Patrol. They want the police dog gone, but I think half of the audience was kidding. It started off as a joke, but you know what happens on social media, as soon as somebody gets mad about something, other people are going to follow. So yes, I don't think Paw Patrol is going anywhere, but some people do want to bring down the dog. Which is insane to me, by the way.
They're all dogs.
Okay.
So there's a cop, there's a fireman, there's a construction worker. Like, it's all dogs that help.
And that was
One's a chick.
That was the whole thing. And then some of the Twitter comments that I read. Now, these are the serious Twitter comments. These are the ones really trying to bring down the dog. Saying, we don't like this dog policeman being depicted as a loving, helpful person. Like, what? That's what you're offended by? Oh, my gosh.
Yeah.
Oh
But
my
good news,
gosh.
I don't think the dog is going anywhere. I don't think Paw Patrol is going anywhere. If it does and people really are coming after Paw Patrol, you got to check yourself.
Yeah, I haven't heard anything about that. And that's probably just where people are trying to stoke some fake rage.
It's working. People are getting really mad about it.
Well, that's just it for people. I can't tell you enough just to try to avoid that kind of nonsense. In fact, Twitter is now testing a new feature that suggests people actually read articles before they share links, because the clickbait headlines that try to get you to click in there. Sometimes the story is not that at all. And I have even seen that comment thread a lot on Twitter where people are like, did you even read the article? Like, you're just going off of the headline. And they've written the headline to try to get you to click on it, but people didn't. And they're taking the headline to mean what it was when all it was a ridiculous hook, like we're going to cancel Paw Patrol.
And the other thing I think is a little detrimental, too, is people spreading old stories like they are new, like they just happened, because that's changing the narrative of whatever you're talking about. If you're saying this just happened in Omaha, and then you look at the date and it's from 1999, it doesn't make any sense, and it's out of context of what you're talking about.
Yeah.
It's just it breeds more confusion.
No, you're right. It's a lot, and things are happening rapidly. There is a lot of things that are going on since the death of George Floyd, and as the protests continue. And I know Suits had seen that yesterday. NASCAR made a sweeping gesture, and there are a lot of statues that are coming down, and changes happening to bases and things of the such. And so, there's a lot of things that are really happening. Paw Patrol, I don't believe, is one.
But just know though,
Well,
there has been talks about it, Kevin.
You just know that if you want to protest Chase from Paw Patrol, that's Rocco's favorite.
Yeah.
And he's got I've got a stuffed Chase doll we can burn. It's about 3 feet tall. It's massive.
Well, I think you're right. I think it's one of those things where if you don't read into it a little bit more about Paw Patrol, the headline gets you. Paw Patrol canceled. What?
Yeah.
What did Paw Patrol do?
But make no mistake about it. There are people, they are coming for Paw Patrol. And maybe on only Twitter, but there's some noise being made.
Yeah, somebody made a comment, said, this is ridiculous. They're canceling everything, live PD and cops. I think that we need these shows to have people see that there are good cops out there. And I agree. I don't know if it is going to be gone forever. I think that it's just, hey, in the moment, as we're trying to figure some things out, I think that maybe the pause button has been hit on a few things that in this contentious time, let's just put this aside real quick.
It's volatile.
Yeah, let's have a discussion. Let's try to get to a better place here in America, and then possibly some of these things, when taken in context, can be reintroduced.
Let's hold off on canceling Paw Patrol.
Yeah, I think we have more important things to deal with than
we
worrying
do.
about Paw Patrol right now. So if you are on that bandwagon and a crusader to take Paw Patrol off the air, let's pump the brakes on that one.
The world's losing their damn mind.
Yeah. What's on your mind today, Virginia?
Well, yesterday, we did that coin flip with the magic coin here on the show because it was up in the air whether or not I was going to be going to the Keys. Panda steadfast does not want to go. My sister is flying in today, and she just did this super quick, spur of the moment. I got to get away for the weekend trip. She's going to be in Isla Mirada, and Magnolia's in my other ear. So I got Panda saying, I don't want to go. And then I got Magnolia in my other ear saying, I want to go. I can't believe my aunt is in the state, and I can't see her.
Uh-huh.
So we did the coin flip yesterday on the show, and it was decided that I am indeed going down there. But Panda put his foot down yesterday and said Rocco can't go.
Oh, really?
Rocco is not even allowed to go.
Okay.
So
That's
Rocco,
probably better, honestly.
yeah.
Go take a vacation.
I wanted it to be up to Panda, and so I was going to let him make the call.
Go get a margarita. Look out at the ocean. Go look at a dolphin. The player or the animal. I don't care. Just go relax.
So, yeah, Rocco is not going to be joining me and Mags, but Mags wants to bring her little neighborhood friend with her, so we're going to do that.
It's actually worked out great for Mags.
Yeah.
Mags wins.
Mags is
friend,
winning.
She wins.
Yeah, she's winning hardcore.
My question is there going to be any kind of quarantine that goes on? Because I know that's really the issue, is that if you went and you caught something, you're asymptomatic, despite what the World Health Organization tried to say the other day. I think Fauci even kind of went off on them and said that's not correct.
Okay, so asymptomatic is bad again.
Believe so.
I've always...
I ignored that story when I saw it because
too.
I'm like, this doesn't feel right.
I've never thought that was legit. I've always thought asymptomatic people could spread it, and different people are affected by coronavirus differently.
Yeah.
That just seems evident.
So with that maybe back in play, you could be carrying something back to your husband that has some breathing issues. Is there going to be a quarantine that goes into effect?
So we are going to not expose ourselves themselves when we're down there. The girls aren't going to be allowed to go into the hotel lobby. They're not going to be allowed to go into any restaurants. We're just not going to do that. We're going to continue to live like we've been living in Tequesta.
Yeah.
Isolated from social anything.
Can I bum a ride? I don't have to hang with y'all. I'll get there. I'll do my own thing.
Absolutely.
All right.
I think the girls would love having you be a part. Because Mags hit me up yesterday. She's like, Mom, am I going to be allowed to parasail? And I thought about it, and I'm like, yes. I think you can parasail. I think we can parasail safely, and I think that's going to be allowed under Virginia law in the Keys.
I probably won't go, but I'm feeling like I want to get out for a little bit.
I hear you.
I'd like to get out of, but it's not the best time to travel. I understand that.
I'm going to be the safest vacationer. I'm going to not do anything differently than what I did in Tequesta. I'm going to wear my mask. I'm going to wear my gloves when I pump gas. I'm not going in anywhere. I'm still going to be that same crazy mom that I've been for the past, 2.5 months.
Okay.
I'm just going to be doing it in the Keys instead of on the beach in Tequesta. I don't know. Am I stupid? Call me whatever you will. I need to get the hell out and look at something different.
Do you want me to tell you some of the different names people are calling you in the chat room?
It honestly doesn't faze me. I've heard it all.
I'm just kidding.
And I'm not going to let the kids even go in the lobby of the hotel.
Mama,
like the hotel where we're staying, you walk around the outside and you go up to your room that way. Like it's not like a lobby, an elevator, or any of that.
you? Don't. Who cares? Just do you. No matter if you do it right or if you do it wrong, it doesn't. People are gonna come after you anyway. Go have a margarita or whatever your poison is. I don't care. Look out the ocean.
I'm bringing all my own drink stuff. So this is how crazy I am. I'm not even going to go to the hotel tiki bar. I'm bringing a blender. I'm bringing mix to make my own pina coladas.
Sure.
And I'm going to make my own S-bomb in the room.
You save money that way too. I mean, I've done it both ways. I didn't bring the drinks, but my buddy did. Compared to going to the lobby or whatever.
I've always brought a cooler. Every time we go to a party hotel, I've always brought a cooler. Now I'm just stepping it up. I'm bringing the blender. I'm bringing the cups. I'm bringing the straws. I'm bringing everything.
When I was in New Jersey, I ordered 3 bottles of beer from room service.
Uh-oh.
How much do you think that was? And it wasn't even that fancy of a hotel. I accidentally ended up in sort of a fancy hotel. I ordered 3 beers. What was my final price?
$23.
No, absolutely. Way more money than that. It was in the $60 range.
What?
Yeah, without tip. I'm not even kidding you. It was so much money. I was looking at the bill and go, what is this about?
Bird.
Yeah, man. Look, I wanted some beer.
Dang.
That's the difference between me and you. I would not pay that for a beer.
Well, that's what I'm saying. When you bring your own stuff, it's going to mark it down big time.
Yeah, we always travel with a cooler. Now I'm just elevating that to the next level.
Okay.
And I'm telling Mags and her friend, this is how it is. Don't expect to go to no restaurants. Don't expect to go walk up to the tiki bar and get a virgin daiquiri. It's just not happening.
Yeah. That makes sense.
I don't know. If we catch it, then I tried everything I could not to get it.
Look, if you catch it, don't worry. I'll do the dirt. I'm sure Kevin's cool with that.
But Panda did bring it up when you guys come back. Are you going to quarantine? And I was like, yeah, I guess if you want us to.
So what do you do? What does that look like?
Do we come back here and check in a hotel?
Come to Bird's Motel.
Yeah, that's just what I'm wondering, because they say usually a 2-week quarantine is what I hear.
What's the difference of, and I'm not at all trying to be divisive or jerky. I'm asking an honest question. What is the difference between you going to the Keys and hanging out with minimal people, or you going into Walmart or a store that's got tens of so many people?
And I haven't even done that yet. I haven't gone to Walmart.
But I'm just saying, what is the difference? Like, why, if that is the reasoning,
right?
Why am I not quarantined every time I go to a store? Technically, I should be out for 2 weeks. You guys can't see me. This is what's making people lose their mind. They're trying to do the right thing, but when you say A is A and then B is not B, it makes you kind of, it weirds you out a little bit. I don't get it.
It is. It's weird and it's crazy because you can catch it just as easily grocery shopping as you can in a restaurant.
The woman who tapped me on my shoulder asking me to grab the jam for her who wasn't wearing a mask breathing on me.
That animal.
That person is way more likely to give me corona than you going on a jet ski out on the Keys.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm in it.
But I'm sure what I just said's controversial for some reason.
I don't think it is. I really don't. I think you're just trying to look at it logically.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm trying to look at it too. I'm trying to remove emotion and just logically look at it and protect myself with the same safeguards that I've been doing in Tequesta. I'm just going to be on a different beach.
Okay. Yeah, it is. There's a lot of debate on how to handle these kind of things. And with summer vacations coming up, that's what I think is going to be interesting. Are people going to choose to do summer vacations, and what will your summer vacation look like? I think everybody that I've talked to so far that has a trip planned, they have changed because of coronavirus what they're going to do. Maybe they're still taking a trip.
But just different.
Some people aren't at all. Some people were like, you know what, we instead bought an above ground pool or one of those trendy millennial horse troughs, and we're swimming in that, whatever it is you're doing.
You can get a really big one of those horse troughs.
They say that's the trendy thing, $600. Yeah, swim around in that. So everybody's kind of got their own little thing that they're doing. There might be some kind of difference to it. But yeah, that would be the big question. If you go anywhere else, do you need to quarantine if you're coming back to somebody that has a pre-existing condition?
My advice to you, be safe, but go down there with the sole purpose to enjoy yourself, be in the moment, live in the now. If you go down there worried about everything, what's the point?
Yeah, you're right.
Okay. What I got on my mind here today, I saw an article about sugar and what it can do for you. And if you're a person that is worried about wrinkles, you should listen to this. It said that sugar is a direct cause of wrinkled and sagging skin.
Oh, boy.
Makes sense.
It's a
I have wrinkled, sagging skin.
It's a process called glycation. They say the sugar molecules attach to proteins and fats in the body, changing the nature and structure of your skin. And the result is wrinkles, sagging skin, but it will affect the tissues as well. I was like, good heavens. How about that, huh?
Yeah, I hear you. I just have done it all wrong, I guess, my whole life.
Yeah, so there you go. That's another knock on sugar, but I'm sure they'll probably come out with a flip story later on today.
I'm starting to get those Hulk Hogan jowls. Those old man cheek creases right here. Right there.
Kind of just starting to fall.
See him, brother?
Oh, we get you a little Restylane in those babies.
I'm going to grow old ungracefully. And just look old.
Here is also some good news. An article that was in the Daily Mail. There is a possible anti-obesity pill on the horizon that makes the body burn through more calories. It's proven to prevent weight gain from gorging on fatty and sugary foods.
What?
Sounds like a gimmick.
Can we be a part of the trials?
It sounds like a gimmick. It's going to be like all the other pills, man.
Even if I grew a sixth finger on my right hand, I would still do it.
Stop eating so much and go move. I'm talking to myself.
It isn't necessarily a news story. I remember hearing about this. The BAM15 is the protein that they have.
BAM15.
BAM15, yeah. It's makes power plants of the cell less efficient, so they burn more energy, and could be administered as an injection or a pill for obese and overweight people. So it's something right now they're testing in mice, which mice are looking slim and nice. You've seen
These
a few.
mice look tight.
I saw a few at the beach in bikinis, and they were shredded.
But these mice, their mental stability is not very good because they know any kind of experiment that's being
it's
tested.
coming for them.
Yeah, anything that's going to be tested, the mice are like, damn it, man.
But at least these mice, I mean, they got the good one.
They got the good one.
I feel bad for the mice that get the cancer one. That sucks.
Mice really don't have it good.
No.
It's luck of the draw, kind of like life, huh?
Amen.
There you go.
Do they pick mice because their brains are smaller? Is that why they do? Why do they always experiment on mice? Do you know why they've been the ones to take the burden?
It's a great question. I don't know. Maybe because they're cheap, disposable, and they're an animal that you can work on in that way. I don't know.
Damn, mice. Sorry, mice.
If they're only getting tested on because they're cheap and disposable, that's messed up.
I know. Welcome to the world.
I know, man.
Jay-Bird, the world is very messed up.
I'm going to go back home.
Yeah, don't think too much.
I do think that in some labs, they are starting to get to a point where they're finding alternatives to having to use animals. People are sensitive to that, so they're coming up with ways that they can hopefully run some kind of experiments.
That's good.
Yeah.
I know a lot of makeup and stuff now says like how they tested it. They didn't test it on animals, and a lot of people believe that that's good. I mean, I don't want animals to have to die so I can put on blush. It doesn't feel right.
It doesn't feel
It
right.
does not
They're
feel
trying
right.
to minimize death. I think sometimes they say, yeah, but we still have to have actual cells and this kind of stuff before we bring it to humans.
I
But
know. I just don't want to hear about it.
Well, the rouge, you're like, I look great.
Yeah.
19 pigs died.
19 pigs died so I could be rosy cheeked. I don't like it.
All right, coming up here in just a bit on the KVJ Show, we got some Twitter polls that are going on today. Just trying to see, because we're a very transient area here in South Florida, and you got a lot of regionalisms. Just wanted to see, what a lot of people call things based on our audience. Like, do you call it swimsuit or bathing suit?
Bathing suit,
Okay. Tennis shoes, sneakers.
sneakers.
Okay. We got those polls up right now on Twitter.
This is fun.
Yeah.
Your opinion counts.
Yeah.
Kevin
it really
cares.
does. I do care. We'll see what the audience is saying coming up.
KVJ in the morning on 97.9 WRMF. Kevin,
Oh, Bird, there is no doubt you got some skin hunger going on, my man.
Virginia,
I totally pick my nose in the car.
Jason.
Bigfoot is real. Rah!
Listen to the KVJ Show anytime you want on your home speaker. Just use the voice command, play the KVJ Show podcast. 97.9 WRMF.
Well, only 25% of the people in South Florida are actually from South Florida. 75% of us have grown up somewhere else. I know if you look around here, that's pretty much the going rate as well. Jaybird is our one native.
Very native. Can't find clematis.
Suits is native too, right?
I believe so.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
Where was
Denny's
Suits
is
born?
kind of back and forth.
Denny's is not native.
Not native.
Yes.
So we've got 2 out of 5 for us.
Okay.
How much is that, Virginia? What's the percentage?
2 out of 5. That's 30, 40,
Yep.
34.
It's 40.
Wow.
Oh, 40.
It's 40%, dog.
I
The
don't know.
math skills.
I
Really?
mean, yeah,
What's okay? 1 out of 3. What's the percentage?
33.
All right, good. Only reason why I know.
Okay, I see how you're going to do.
Oh, there is-
Let me give you some grammar real quick.
Only reason why I know that is because of baseball.
So we've got on our Twitter right now, you can go and vote. We're doing some Twitter polls just to kind of see where everybody is set and what they call things. There's a lot of regional languages that happen. And I grew up in Ohio, and they definitely call things differently. I remember probably one of the biggest is what they call sodas, colas, Coca-Colas, whatever you might want to call it.
Pop.
Yeah, I remember when I first went to New York City, I was, 20 years old, and here I was rolling out of the Midwest, typically where I was, and we had always called it pop. It was just pop. And so I got there, and we would deal with that a lot because I worked promotions for a radio station we would hand out. So I'd be going, hey, did you guys bring all the pop? And they're like, what are you talking about? And I'm like,
It sounds like you're saying pot, first of all.
yeah.
Woohoo, you got pot?
That might be why I was getting weird looks. I was like, hey, did you guys pack the pop? And they're like, what do you mean pack the pop? And I'm like, the Pepsi over there. And they're like,
Is it a dance move?
Pack the pop. Did you punch my dad?
Yeah. They really were confused. And I was like, what do you call it? Pepsi. And they're like, oh, that's soda. I'm like, soda? Because I thought of like what old grandmas drink, like soda water. I was like, ugh, soda.
My dad came from Pennsylvania, and they called it pop. But when I was a kid, I noticed other people doing this too, and people don't do it that often anymore. You would call regular soda Coke. So if I had orange Fanta at my house, I'd go, Mom, can I have some Coke? And she would pour me orange Fanta, and people would call soda Coke.
We would, in Louisiana, you call it either a soft drink or a cold drink. Even if
Okay.
it's hot, you'd be like, why are these cold drinks hot? It's a cold drink if it's
Soda.
soda.
Got you.
Isn't
Well,
that weird?
That's really
A
confusing.
cold drink can be in a cooler with no ice on it and be hot, and you'd be mad. Like, why are these cold drinks hot?
And a soft drink, I guess that means it's just a sweet drink without liquor, probably. Because hard liquor, soft drink. I want a
Yeah.
drink. I want a soft drink, no liquor. I bet that's what that means.
Maybe.
Yeah, well, we've got that on our Twitter right now. What do you call it? Is it soda? Is it pop? Is it Coke? Is it cola? Those could be 4 different options that you have. And right now, soda is running away with it.
That makes sense.
Yeah, well, with all the New Yorkers and knowing that that's what you call it, soda, that makes sense. 73% said soda is what they call it. 14% are saying pop, and 13% are saying Coke. So pop and Coke are actually tied. And I think Coke, if I remember seeing the map, that might be more southwest as well. We call it Coke, and I think even parts of the Midwest. I think we kind of sometimes would just say, hey, can you give me a Coke? Because Coke was so prevalent.
Like I just said, we called it like that down here all the time.
Yeah.
Down in South Florida, people called it Coke.
Mm-hmm. Okay, well, right now, that's what the numbers are on the KVJ Show Twitter for that. It is the soda running away with it right now, and pop and Coke are tied with the same amount. We also asked, what do you call it? Is it tennis shoes, sneakers, or other? What do you call it? Sneakers is running away with it right now, 67%.
I say sneakers, I think.
24% are saying tennis shoes right now. And then 9% say other.
Yeah, I think like sneakers, or you should have put kicks on there.
Oh, that would be other, yeah.
Other.
But yeah, I think the
I'm
others are
other.
a variation of a longer stuff. Yeah, I don't think I've ever called them kicks.
I got one for you.
Yeah.
Sub, hoagie, or grinder? I call them subs, although the sound of the word hoagie is just so descriptive. I love the sound of hoagie, but I call it subs.
Subs, yeah.
Subs,
definitely.
Okay. And grinder. Is that what they call it in Philadelphia?
I think it's an up north thing, but a grinder, is a grinder hot, or is it a grinder just another name for a sub?
I don't know. I grew up on po' boys, and that's like kind of the same thing.
Because
but
you were a po' girl.
Yes.
I have no idea what a grinder is, except for like a place to hook up on an app.
The first time I ever heard it was Adam Sandler. Hoagies and grinders, hoagies and grinders.
Right, yeah. That was the first place I heard it, too. We also asked, what do you call it? Is it swimsuit or bathing suit?
Bathing suit.
Swimsuit.
Yeah, I think I'm a swimsuit, too, because to me, bathing suit, I don't bathe in it. It doesn't make sense to me.
Yeah.
But
Swimsuit.
that's bathing suits are running away with it. 79% are saying bathing suit, 21% are saying swimsuit. Over 200 votes on that one. And then the other one that we're putting up there on the KVJ Show Twitter, is it dinner or supper? What do you call it?
Dinner.
I don't know. Both. I do both. I'm in both worlds.
I'm dinner.
Supper sounds like something from the 50s.
We would say that as kids. Mom, what's for supper? Goulash. Again?
Gross.
Yeah.
My mom was always making goulash.
Yeah. Okay. Well, that's just some of the ones that we got. You can go to KVJ Show Twitter. We'll put those up as well on our other social media platforms. Just look for KVJ. We've got it on Facebook and other places like that where you can do some polling stuff. And if you got another one you want to throw at us, you can. 877-979-WRMF. Do have a few celebrity birthdays going on here today. Gotta say, big old quick happy birthday to, you know what? My thing just crashed.
Uh-oh.
So we'll skip the celebrities
Denny's!
here. Yeah.
Computer problems!
Let me see. Gotta say a happy 10th birthday to my sweet daughter, Jada. Mommy loves you. Also, happy birthday, Justine. That is from your pups, Lyle and Lacey and Mom. And yesterday, Zach had to wish himself a happy birthday. You might remember that. Well, his mom apparently heard that. It was a great guilt measure because now his mom, Joan, stepped in. She said, oh, sorry, happy 26th birthday, Zach, from your favorite mom. So I'm so sad that he had to wish himself a birthday yesterday. I'm the worst mom ever. So.
Oh,
yes,
that's not true.
Yes,
you're writing in. You're trying to make good. That you're not the worst mom ever. The worst mom ever wouldn't care.
Mm-hmm.
It's KVJ. When and where you want it. Listen to the KVJ Show and the After the Show podcast daily, commercial free. Search your smartphone's podcast app to listen for free. 97.9 WRMF.
These are great actors' worst movies, at least according to the Rotten Tomatoes critics score. What do they know? Well, we'll see exactly how well you guys can do on this. I'll give you a great actor. I'll give you 3 options. Multiple choice. You tell me which is their worst movie according to Rotten Tomatoes here. If you miss, you are eliminated. That's how we do. We got Virginia, Jaybird, and Denny's here. Okay, first movie is from the actor Al Pacino, one of our greatest. What is his worst rated in the critic score on Rotten Tomatoes? Is it A, Geely from 2003, Jack and Jill from 2011, or The Irishman from 2019? Virginia, what do you think?
I mean, everybody talks about Geely, right?
You do hear that a lot. That is the ultimate question here. You do hear a lot about Geely, but would that be it?
Jaybird's trying to give me some baseball hand signals.
Yeah, he is.
Dude, I don't know anything about baseball.
I'm trying to give you the answer, but you don't want my help, and that is okay.
Give him to me again, Kevin.
Okay. Your three options. Geely from 2003,
Yeah.
Jack and Jill from 2011,
Yeah.
and The Irishman from 2019.
I think Jack and Jill is the worst. Because Geely still had J-Lo in it, right?
Did. Ben Affleck too, right?
Yeah. I'm going Jack and Jill.
Jack and Jill, Virginia. You're correct. Jack and Jill had a 3% on the tomato meter. Geely has a 6.
Okay.
And by the way, The Irishman is 96%.
Yeah, that's a good movie.
Okay, next up we have Robert De Niro.
Oh.
Robert De Niro for you, Jay Bird. His worst movie, was it The Bridge of San Luis Rey from 2005? Little Bleepers, even hate to say that word, from 2010. And C, Dirty Grandpa from 2016. What is his lowest rated on the tomato meter?
It's without a doubt betting my face on it, option A.
The Bridge of San Luis Rey from 2005 is correct. Ooh. That is a 4% on the tomato meter.
That's why I went with I never heard of that one.
Denny's, here you go. Everybody's still alive in this.
Don't blow it.
A lot of pressure.
Great actors' worst movies. Amy Adams.
They get De Niro and Pacino. I get Amy Adams.
She's an A-lister, Dennis.
All right, bring it. Let's see.
I know, right? Look at Is he trying to say she's not a great actor?
Sounds a little sexist to me.
Yeah.
I think she's a good actress. I just I don't know if I'm familiar with her work.
Okay, your options are Serving Sarah from 2002, Trouble with the Curve from 2012. Yeah, Justin Timberlake in it.
That didn't help.
Yeah, jeez.
I wish it did, because I wanted to like that movie.
Yeah. And Batman v Superman Dawn of Justice from 2016. The tomato meter says her worst movie is which? Of those three.
She was in The Office.
Yeah, season 1.
Also-
and makes an appearance in season 2.
Also in Cruel Intentions Part 2.
Oh, wow.
Oh, jeez.
Okay.
He's dropping knowledge.
She plays a very bad girl in Cruel Intentions 2.
Much like yourself.
No, it's pretty hot.
I'm going to go with option B. I feel is the poorest performance by Amy Adams.
Trouble with the Curve.
Trouble with the Curve.
Is the movie you chose. The answer is Serving Sarah.
Oh,
Damn.
Dang,
Amy Adams. I didn't get Pacino.
dang.
Denny's was robbed.
It was rigged.
Are you throwing out a formal rigging accusation?
I'll save it, but this is definitely dipping the toe in rig.
I mean, we're not officially in summer, but you can feel the heat.
Are you saying Kevin is dipping his long ass monkey toe?
I'm just warming up. I'm
In
slowly
rig.
introducing rig
Okay,
here and there.
okay.
Yeah.
That was my bad, but
But
keep an eye.
Kevin's on note. You got to keep a beady eye on him.
You were the champ coming into this. It does feel a little wrong.
Okay. All right. We got Virginia and Bird left. We'll see if they can survive another round here in the great actors' worst movies. Virginia, I give you Christian Bale.
Okay, we'll take him.
Is his worst movie on the tomato meter Shaft from 2000, Captain Corelli's Mandolin from 2001, or Terminator Salvation from 2009. Which of those three is his lowest rated on the critic score on the tomato meter?
I mean, I didn't see any of these. I didn't even know most of them existed.
Then search your insides. What does your gut tell you?
C?
Terminator Salvation.
I don't know.
That's the wrong
Virginia, you are wrong.
How do you go with the Terminator?
I don't know.
You heard of the Terminator?
Kind of, but not really.
I'll be back. All that. I know it's a different, but it's still. All right. I'm coming down on you hard.
Yeah, you are. You didn't yell at Denny's.
The correct answer is Captain Corelli's Mandolin from 2001. That is a 28% on the tomato meter. But what I'm seeing from Christian Bale, he really doesn't have terrible movies.
He does good stuff.
That's his worst. The Terminator Salvation was a 33%, and Shaft is 67%.
Did you all ever see American Psycho with him?
No.
Gosh, that is such a fantastic movie. You guys would really like it. I really believe that. It's really good.
Jaybird, you can get a win if you can get this one correct. I'm going to give you Jake Gyllenhaal. Is his lowest rated movie Bubble Boy from 2001, Prince of Persia, The Sands of Time from 2010.
Don't even need to hear anymore. Prince of Persia is his lowest. Final answer.
Okay, you are wrong. That tactic has never once worked for you.
But when it does, it's kind of like the whole, I'm going to try to get a hole in one.
But it never has.
It will. Eventually, I'm going to get that right. I'm going to look like a bad A.
Eventually, yeah.
A bad egg?
A bad A.
When you cut me off before the right answer, I knew you were going to be wrong. Accidental Love is his lowest rated at 9% from 2015.
Bird.
Come on, Bird.
Yeah.
You forced an overtime.
Yeah, you're right.
You forced another round.
Admit it, you're still on Facebook, and so are we. Follow the KVJ Show. 97.9 WRMF.
You can't make a face. A relatively new game that we have here on the KVJ Show that you can watch and check and help police on KVJ TV. We've got a nasty concoction here we have to do a shot of, and if we make a face while doing the shot, then we get shocked on top of it. You got to sport the shot collar when you do this. Denny's is the executioner. He'll watch our faces until it's his turn, and then somebody else will work it for him. Virginia is whooping up the concoction, and she was all excited because apparently we are just one day before the expiration date on one of the items she's putting in the mixture.
The anchovies expire tomorrow. What are the odds of that?
Yeah.
If you don't believe me, look, I'll show you.
No, I believe you, you witch.
It's great news. It's great news.
I've had these anchovies in the fridge for a while because we always do weird stuff like this, and I like to be prepared. I don't like Kevin to say, we don't have anything for the whatever bit.
Kevin gets all mad, yells.
Yeah.
6/12/2020. I mean, that's fate, guys.
Yeah, that is. Guess it's just, if it's meant to be, it'll be.
I tasted it because I just wanted to see what we were dealing with.
Yeah.
And I just got to tell you something about today's concoction. So the anchovies are packed in, it's a liquid, but it's an oil. And it's fish. So fish by nature produce their own oil. I mixed it all up with the anchovy water, the pickled egg water, and the cocktail onion water. But because there's so much oil in the anchovy, it's made like a floater.
Oh, that's what I was going to comment on.
Just don't look, don't smell, don't even taste. Hold your breath, don't look, and just fantasize you're in a bar somewhere.
Oh.
I'm in a bar and
there's no Corona.
There's no Corona. I'm in a bar. I'm in Omaha. There's hot girls everywhere. Someone just bought me a shot. All right, I'm there.
You're there.
Jay Bird sounds like he's all ready to go.
You want to go first?
No.
I mean, you just prepped and primed yourself.
I don't want to go first.
Okay. All right. I typically go first here. Denny's is retrieving my shot. Lovely how it's separated there. Oh, it's so nasty. You can
I'm not
see
looking.
that.
Floater. It gave itself a floater.
Don't look. Denny's, don't look.
And so it's too late. I've already seen the kitchen.
It separated the whole top part of it.
Hey, girls, you may want to get a chaser.
Gosh.
Get a chaser because oil will stick to your tongue so much more than water.
No chaser. No chaser till after the 5 seconds. So keep in mind, you cannot do that until after. You got to clear 5 seconds without making a face, or you get shocked, and that means no chaser in that 5 seconds.
We got this. You know what? Let's turn this around. We got it, Kev. Right?
No, I don't think I have it.
I'm not even looking. I can't even look at it because it's like I can smell it. She always makes her witch's brew right near me, so I can always smell her.
Well, it's a small room. Where do you want me to go?
Gosh.
Okay, Daddies, if you would strap the shot collar on me, I will prepare to do my shot here, and you can't make a face. See if I can do it without making a face here. You're right. You got to just not even think about what's going on. And
where do you want to be at right now? Let's do a little role playing. You're on a Buckeye. You're on a Buckeye cruise.
Yeah.
You just saw Herb Kirkstreet walk by.
Yeah.
You just this is a great atmosphere.
Yeah, you're
Herb
right.
just sent you a drink. I heard you're a big Buckeye fan.
You know what? Ohio State just won the national championship.
There you go.
It is a dream.
Yeah.
Damn.
kidding.
Damn.
They beat the Florida Gators 45 to 10.
Aww. Look at his adorable fantasy.
See, that's
I love
just
it. It
yeah.
makes it better, doesn't it?
Yeah, and actually, I went to like Old Key Lime House, which is again just to kind of like just to troll and rub it in. Everybody's so upset. They're so
Touchdown,
distraught.
score! Get Kevin a drink right now!
Yeah, national champs. all
Shoot
right.
it, shoot
Total
it,
revenge.
shoot it,
Here's
shoot
to the
it,
Buckeye
shoot
National
it,
Championship.
shoot it, shoot it.
Get him!
Oh my gosh.
Oh. Yeah.
Oh no, I'm so afraid of this.
How bad was it?
What was in that? It burned.
Oh no, there's a burn too.
What caught me? Honestly, something attacked my uvula.
I'm so fearful of this.
Oh, Denny's, I've never been more afraid. I'm so afraid.
Oh.
That might be
Was that?
the cocktail onion broth.
Oh. Wow. Okay. I thought it was good
Yeah.
until it got to the back of my throat.
So cocktail onions,
Look at the
It's
skin on the
vinegary.
inside of that glass.
it's
Oh,
very vinegary.
that's, I think, what it was.
Yeah,
Yes.
cocktail onions are marinated
Okay.
in vinegar.
That's what it was.
It smells like the world's grossest salad in here.
Don't forget, the pickled eggs are pickled. So that's pickle juice.
Yeah. That's what got me on the end.
Kev, are you feeling that pickle juice?
No, I feel like I'm going to throw up. All right. Okay. Can't make a face.
I want it.
Okay. All right. We still got Virginia, Bird, Denny's, Suits. Try it out here. Ooh, that's nasty.
You like a lot of this crap, though. That's why she's invincible. She's a true life witch. You can't take her down.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm gonna have to try to think of stuff that. I mean, I don't know what would gross me out.
All right, now you're just bragging.
If you can buy it in the store, I eat it. I mean, unless we eat like dog feces, you might not
No,
get me.
yeah, it's all going to be edible.
Oh, tough as nails, Sanicki.
Okay, Virginia, you can't make a face. Give it a shot. She got the shot collar on here with this awful concoction.
I got a real itchy thumb. Just know that.
Bird's got it. He's going to be the executioner here if you make any face.
Okay,
All right,
ready?
here we go. Virginia, give it a
Shots in
shot.
my hand in 3, 2, 1.
Down the hatch. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Rock solid.
how?
Yeah, she's good. Doesn't affect her.
Oh, I'm so disappointed in this.
Rock solid. Okay.
I'm sorry, Bird.
I
I know you wanted to shock me, but
She
hurting
doesn't
me,
flinch, yeah.
hurting me won't make you feel better.
I honestly didn't even want to shock you. I just want this bit over with. I can't tell you how much pain I'm in. Oh my god.
Okay. All right, Bird's going to give it a shot. See how he does here.
Can we do what we did with you? Kind of set this. Okay, give me a little setting.
Tell, well, what do you want yours? I gave you my scenario. What do you want yours to be? What's a triumphant moment for you?
Chicks around. There's happiness.
Omaha, he said.
Yeah, I don't know why I keep talking about Omaha.
Have you never been to there?
Never
have you?
been to Omaha. Never been to Nebraska.
No, you haven't? Lovely place.
I think I've been near Nebraska.
Okay. All right, I'll play some hot girl in Nebraska.
I love this.
I love the Huskers. Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Who's this dude you got over here?
He's talking about me.
Oh, that's my dad from Louisiana.
Oh, okay.
Don't touch my gutters, yeah?
Yeah.
Keep your hands off of the pig pots.
He's real mean, but don't worry about him. He appreciates a guy that can do one real hearty shot without making a face.
Kev, you're kind of turning me on.
Kind of gets me going, too.
All right, here we go. Down the hatch.
By the way, if you can do it without making a face, all this is yours.
Oh, baby. Okay.
Down the hatch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. His eyes drooped, but he did not make a face.
Oh, he didn't.
Nice
He's
job,
crying.
Bird. Yeah. Yeah. Nice job, Bird.
That was terrible.
It is. It's tough, isn't it? There it goes.
Yeah, the fish oil on the back end is.
Yeah. Okay, it ain't staying down.
He made it. 5 seconds.
Yeah, he locked it in there.
Oh man.
Wow.
It's hurting my composure over here.
All right, Denny's. It's not a problem at all.
Wreck-It Ralph.
Oh no.
I just threw up.
You know what? Me and my Louisiana dad are going to leave.
I lost the girl.
Yeah, you lost a lot more than a girl just now, Shell.
You had me do all that barfing.
You lost your lunch.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, let me get that shot collar.
Okay, yeah. Bird's eyes, wow, they're red, bloodshot, and watering.
It's so funny. When he throws up, he ages 10 years.
Thank you.
It's just what you needed,
Just,
right?
He's
Just
down.
what you needed,
He's
yeah.
feeling out. Self-confidence is down. Kick him some more.
You just filled a rubber trash can with barf?
Now you need a tissue there, Shell?
Okay. All right. Bird made it through. Virginia made it through. Let's see if Denny's can do it here.
Oh jeez.
That's the case. Most people are beating this concoction here without making a face. You can watch it on YouTube right now on KVJ TV.
Denny's, don't sip it.
You know what happens is, as it comes closer to my face, my body starts rejecting it. My hand, it's almost like I have to fight against myself. Because my eyes see it, and they're like, you don't want that.
Yeah, Denny's
I'm
and
like,
I struggle
agree.
with this one.
Bird is still crying.
I am so shook.
Yeah.
This is wrong. My stomach is. I feel like I just drank volcano lava.
No.
Why is that so hot? I know you answered that earlier, but I wasn't listening.
Vinegar.
Yeah, vinegar burns.
The vinegar is from the onions.
The only vinegar I can stand is on a chip
Okay.
from Lay's.
All right. Here we go. All right, Denny's giving this a shot. You cannot make a face. He's got the shot collar on. If he does, he gets shocked. We have a concoction that has what in it again, Virginia?
It's anchovy water, which is real oily, pickled egg juice, and cocktail onion juice.
Okay. All right, Denny's. And his also has that nice big
Floater.
Yeah, that.
It's got like a.
Oily fish floater.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
separates.
Don't think about it.
Yeah.
Just don't think about it.
Oh, yeah.
You're drinking some of that great coconut water you love.
All right, it kind of looks like coconut water. I can get behind that.
That's a good idea.
All right, well, bottoms up. Let's see if this rehydrates me.
Yeah,
Give
do
a
it.
shot there, Denny's.
Is it working?
It's on my ankle.
Sorry. I didn't think it was working. I hit it like 5 times. I'm so sorry.
Damn.
Oh, it's horrible. Like, oh, the aftertaste.
He did his spit take all over
my
Bird.
It's on my new.
He did his spit take
It's all over my new jacket, dude.
Every week he spits on you and you don't back up.
I love the routine, though.
You take it like the front row at SeaWorld.
Highly entertaining. All right, Suits has come in here to take his medicine.
Feel real confident. We got the bird laying on the ground, and it smells horrific in here.
Yeah, it's tough. It is not fun. You can't make a face is the name of the game here. Virginia's whooped up this concoction with, like, I don't know what it is, pickle juice and
Onion water.
Onion water and
egg innards.
Something that's making it. There's something hot in there.
Yeah, I know. That's what I
The
said.
vinegar.
Yeah, that's what got me.
Attack in the stomach.
Yeah, that was tough.
The vinegar is rough, but they do say it like shrinks your stomach. So if you're trying to diet,
Oh yeah.
Some
I
girls
already feel thinner, Virginia.
drink vinegar.
Okay,
It ruins your appetite.
That definitely it does.
Do we have the shot collar on?
Yes, it is strapped
We
to
have
my
it
leg.
on his groin.
Okay, that's probably a good place for it. Okay, all right, here we go. Suits has got it, can't make a face, or else he gets a shock from the shock collar. Suits is oddly pretty good. It's a nice tall shot he's got over there.
All right.
He's tough, though. He's tough.
He is. That's
Looks
what
very
you got,
thick
Suits.
at top, so.
Okay.
3, 2, 1.
Down the hatch. He's taking it back. There he goes. He's got to hold it for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Suits has got it. All right. Nice job, big guy. Yeah, that's a tough one, isn't it?
Oh, our boy is not doing. Oh, he might
Yeah.
throw up. He's
Yeah.
throwing up. He's
Yeah.
throwing up. Oh, Suits, I feel bad for him.
It burns so bad.
It does.
Get in there, baby. Get in there. Get it
Poor
all out.
Suits.
Get it all out.
He was holding that face and not making a face, and his nostrils
Yeah.
were flaring.
They flare. Yeah,
I
they
can
get
feel
you.
myself starting
Yeah.
to tear up.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay. Wow. Only 2 people made a face.
And
3
only-
people barfed. More people barfed than made a face.
I threw up. Suits threw up. I'm almost certain that
Should we change the name of the game to You Can't Barf?
you can't barf. Yeah.
I guess this round it should have been You Can't Barf.
Ow! There's a lot of dumbass criminals to talk about, baby. It's the whacked out news. People breaking the law. Ha ha, fighting in the nude. Ha, drunk people pooping in the street. Ha ha, it's the whacked out news. So many people on meth. Ow!
I do not get how these people can go out into the Everglades and hunt pythons, especially after hearing this story about Mike Kimmel. He's from Martin County. He went to Everglades National Park, and on Monday morning, he found this python in a Miami canal just south of I-75 on Alligator Alley. The python, 17 feet long and 100 pounds.
Wow. 17 feet?
Yeah. And so it's in this canal, and so Mike is trying to fish it out, and the python bit him. He said it punctured quite deep on his bicep and forearm. It pierced an artery and hit some nerves.
Oh my gosh.
Can you imagine a 100-pound Burmese python clamping down on you like that?
What did the guy do?
cried.
Yeah.
Ow.
No, my only thing, Mike's a crier. Mike just, he's mad. He's like, it ain't gonna hurt me. And he drug the snake to his boat and shot it with a .22.
Wow.
Did you see that other video? It was a python grabbing a hold of a deer, and a bystander gets in the middle of it and starts hitting the python.
I mean, it was on the road, right?
And the deer
Yeah.
released, and people, it was interesting to read the comments. Some people thought the guy did the right thing, and other people were like, no, man, gotta let nature be. Let nature take its course.
But that's unnatural. That's where I would side on the argument of the deer, because the pythons are unnatural and they're messing up the ecosystem. So
He shouldn't be playing in this
Right.
arena.
Well, the
Yeah.
other,
and you're just helping the deer because it's not fair.
well, to me too. Let's play it fair across the board. The snake is doing what's in its nature. The deer is doing what's in its nature, and the human's doing what's in its nature, trying to help it.
yeah, but to me, it's like LeBron James playing 6th grade basketball. It just
But
doesn't
it's-
belong.
the python is definitely
Yeah.
not playing in his league.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah, and if you see that and you see that sweet little deer, I'm sorry. I'm helping the deer every time.
Yeah, we need more deer than we do pythons. There's a guy that got arrested this week after riding off with a golf cart. You know, one of those like drink carts?
Yeah.
It was in Schenectady, New York, and a worker had parked the drink cart right next to the pro shop to reload with beverages. And this dude's like going, I think I'll just help myself.
He stole the beer cart?
Well, I mean, what's better than driving around with a golf cart full of golf clubs? How about a golf cart full of beverages? Yeah, apparently he actually did not drive it out onto the fairway or the course to play. He actually drove it to a nearby apartment complex.
What?
Yeah, they got it for grand larceny. You
What
can't.
are you thinking, dude?
Can't jack the golf cart.
There's cameras everywhere. Like,
Yeah.
did you think they weren't going to see you? Like,
I don't know what he's saying. And he's like, what a great story this would be. I'm going to jack the drink cart.
He must have been drunk.
Yeah, that's just how some people live, Virginia. They just want a good story. I think kind of like this guy, 24-year-old guy in Nebraska is facing indecent exposure charges for stripping down at a Walmart and then running naked to Sam's Club.
He's on something, Kev.
Yeah, probably, yeah. Probably. There's a guy that broke into a closed Waffle House in South Carolina on Sunday.
They closed? That's the
Apparently-
shocking part of the story.
It
I
might be
thought-
because of coronavirus, possibly. They've got not the usual dining hours.
Interesting.
Yeah. He made himself 3 meals, ate them, and then he stole a box of disposable gloves and left. And they're still trying to track him down. I have no idea where this guy might be. So there you go. And this is a very odd story. In Taiwan, a politician made a bet that a mayoral candidate wouldn't get more than 400,000 votes. But this guy wound up losing the bet. And it was an interesting bet where apparently he had to break 53 chopsticks using his butt.
What?
What?
That was his punishment for losing the bet?
That was if I lose this bet, I will break 53 chopsticks with my butt.
那刚刚我已经预先练习了。
I gotta see that video.
I don't understand.
Yeah, I gotta see how he's breaking the chopsticks.
Are you okay, Bird?
Yeah, I'm good.
He looks great.
I have a cracked tooth,
Yes.
and I should not have done that bit, probably. I'm just in a great deal of pain, but I'm also trying to act like I'm not, and I'm not doing a good job.
It's okay, Bird. You're but a man.
I am. I
You're
have
allowed to feel pain.
I have an emergency dentist appointment at 1 o'clock today.
Thank goodness.
But we're trying to get it earlier. I may be leaving early.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
It's rocking you.
This is worse than any of my kidney pain. Than when I gave my kidney.
Normally,
I would trade that pain for this any day.
Wow.
I wish I had something to give you. Normally, I would, but I ate them all.
I would take I would take acid right now if you had it.
Oh, I don't have that.
I was making a joke. Please don't email Kevin. That was a joke.
Please don't drop off acid at the radio
And
station.
that's the other thing. Don't drop off acid either. Because I know some good-hearted person will.
It's a sweet sentiment, but
So I'm looking at this very important video about how this guy did it. And yeah, he did break 53 chopsticks with his behind. He's got a thong on, and he is taking the chopstick. And I'm trying to figure out if he's putting it in there long ways because it's hard to really see. Okay. Oh, I see what it is. He has a thong on, and so he puts the chopstick in the thong across his butt, and he's crouched over. And then when he stands up, the thong goes in his behind and snaps the chopstick.
I thought we could recreate this.
I mean, talk about the splinter fear.
You gotta get the good kind of wood.
The non-splintering kind?
I think all wood splinters, though.
I got toothache. Don't take anything I say seriously. There should be a lot of wrong coming out of me today.
Okay, well, I think we might have a challenge after you get your tooth fixed here, Jay-Bird. 53 chopsticks.
Look, I'll be game ready tomorrow. If you get the sticks, I'll bring the cheeks.
I think I have to go to Restaurant Depot and get that many sticks.
This
I can't really gank those from the local restaurant. I think they'll notice me taking that many.
My tooth isn't in my prime, but these cheeks are. They're ready to break. Let's do it.
You're gonna have a lot of problems.
I already do.
Fascinating stuff.
What if you get a splinter in your butt crack?
Then I have to go to the butt doctor next. That's what we do here. We get hurt, we go to the doctor.
Mm-hmm. Some of the comments rolling in here via text. Somebody said, "Aw, I just love Vicious V. Willing to help a deer that got bit by a python but refuses to help a human being that seems dead on a park bench."
Oh, my tooth.
That's true.
Now that's funny. Yeah, screw humans with that deer.
Yeah.
I'm all in it.
That's how the cookie crumbles.
That's hilarious.
I stand by both statements.
That's pretty funny.
Mm-hmm. And somebody recommends you take ibuprofen.
See,
if you're
we're at a
allergic,
point
yeah.
now where I'm taking them like Pez, and I really can't because of my kidney.
Oh,
Yeah,
right.
we're past all.
22.
Yo, we are past all that. I am at a point where, yeah, we got to go to the dentist today.
Yeah.
But, I had an appointment for 5 days. They called me yesterday, my dentist.
Mm-hmm.
They go, oh, yeah, I just want to let you know, we don't take your insurance, and we have to change your appointment because we don't take your insurance.
That's a scam.
I'm like,
now they don't take your insurance, but they did yesterday.
I'm like, 5 days ago, we've known about this for and I had to wait for an appointment, too.
They just want the cash.
I don't want to.
That's why they're saying that.
I don't want to bitch about it. I don't like it.
I don't like shady people. They're shady.
They're shady, huh?
Yeah. If they took his insurance on Tuesday.
No, I don't think they took. I think they didn't realize it because we have different insurance since the last time I went. So when they asked me what insurance was, I said blah blah blah. They didn't say anything. At least 5 days later, they told me.
Please don't stop. You know, Virginia just likes to blast people
Oh, I
without the
know.
facts.
Oh, I know.
So, don't stand in the way.
I thought they knew your insurance.
No, you kept on getting mad, but I didn't have the energy to correct you, and I'm like, just let her do her thing. Let her just be.
Just don't stand in the way.
Just let her be psychotic right now. I can't deal with it.
Just let it go. I got too many other pains. So we got another round of Denny's nose strains. We'll see. One of these is real. One of these is fake. You got to tell us the difference between the two.
I came up with the names again.
Oh, it's not Kevin trickery. It's bird trickery.
It's bird trickery, but I know my boy. I'm trying to trick him up.
Did you make it less obvious this time that it was you that wrote them?
There's no Gargamels, like
yeah, there's
Garden.
No Bigfoot's testicles or something.
I thought last week was kind of, I don't know. I thought I hit him. I thought I hit him well. Okay, so just let's go ahead and end all the suspense. No, they're not going to be hard.
Okay. Perfect score, I think, is 10 here, Denny's.
All right.
Let's see how many out of 10 you can get. All right, Denny's nose strains. Is this real or fake? Smokera Winfrey.
I mean, that's got to be fake,
That
right?
is so bird.
You don't know that. You don't know me.
Smoker. I love that name.
Okay, you're right. That is fake. Very nice, Denny's. Yes.
You get some weed. You get some weed.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Oh, I'd go to that show.
Yeah.
Okay, how about White Widow?
Oh, classic strain. That one's been around since I was a kid.
When he first smoked,
yeah.
he was 7.
First time I smoked in 2nd grade.
Funny enough, that was one of the first name brands that I got. Because in Florida, I mean, you didn't really have anywhere near medical and back in the day. So you would get these random strains that were usually made in Canada or like Amsterdam, and they would occasionally make it over here. And White Widow was one of those.
Memories.
I know.
Yeah. I haven't thought about that in a while.
Yes.
Okay, what do you think about this? Denny's nose strains, real or fake? David Hasselhoff.
Oh my gosh. There's no way that's real.
You're right.
But that would be a great strain.
Oh my gosh.
Strain.
That's such a good one.
Okay, skunk number 1, real or fake?
That's got to be real. The skunk? Yeah.
Skunk number 1, you're saying that's real? That is. All right, you're 4 for 4.
He's really good at this game. Even though some of these are easy, he is good.
Green crack.
That's real. That's a solid one,
He
too.
answered that one real
Yeah.
He's
quick.
like, I have some at home.
That
No
one went
flinching.
around, yeah.
All right, Denny's is 5 for 5.
That's also Kermit's butt name.
All right, how about this? Denny's nose strains. Chiba McIntyre.
There's no way. Chiba McIntyre? No.
Okay, you are correct.
Oh, that's a good one, though. I was looking at your face.
I'm trying not to.
Don't make a face.
How about Jilly Bean?
Jilly
Not
bean.
jelly, Jilly Bean. Is that real or
Jelly
fake?
bean. I'm going to say that's real only because it's not clever enough for one of the bird names. But I have not come across the Jilly Bean.
Okay, it's out there if you want it.
Yeah, I'll check it out.
I bet you will, Panama Red.
I already wrote it down.
Well, she is Canadian, and apparently she is into weed and popular music. Alanis Morissette has gotten into the game with her own strand called Isn't It Iconic?
I mean, I pray that that's real, but that's not real.
Isn't it iconic?
I mean, that's the greatest name in history.
Isn't it iconic?
Don't you think?
I don't think that's real, though.
You're right, that is fake.
I was going to say.
You can tell I started running out of names.
That one's awesome, though.
All right, how about 9-pound hammer? Is that real or fake? 9-pound hammer.
pound.
Just beat you into submission, I guess.
I mean, it
Man,
sounds
it hit me like a 9-pound hammer.
strong.
Sounds like a sativa.
If anything, that'd be an indica,
You're
I'd
right,
imagine.
indica, sorry.
That's correct.
Correct, ma'am.
Actually,
I'm getting scolded.
bruh.
That's a scolding from Denny. That's a tongue lashing.
Oh, yeah.
That's a Denny's tongue lashing is what that is.
So I haven't heard of that one, but I would go that one's real.
Okay, that is correct. Very nice. That is real. And for a perfect score, Denny's, a 10 out of 10, 6-pack dabs. 6-pack dabs.
The name of the strain? Six-pack dabs? I don't think that's real.
6-pack dabs.
No, that's something I wish I had.
Okay. You're correct.
So it was a fake.
Score.
Yeah, that didn't sound right.
Of course it's fake.
Yeah. 10 for 10.
That one threw me off.
Faker than my boobs.
Professor Denny's.
Good job, kid.
Well played.
You nailed it.
Coming up here in a couple of minutes, can you think of a time where the cheaper brand is better?
Yes.
Because I'm kind of going through this right now with TP, and I'm arguing with my wife. I'm like, I swear the TP we had 2 weeks ago isn't the TP we have now. She's like, we've been using the same TP for months, if not years. I'm like, no, my butt doesn't lie. I don't believe it. And I think she's holding fast because I know she's been trimming the budget a little bit. You know, she got laid off, so we're cutting back here and there. And I'm like, we don't cut back on the TP. I'm like, I will live outdoors before we cut back on the TP.
Your insides serve you well. Search your feelings. You know the truth.
I
Kevin,
do.
everybody's had to switch up their brand because all the brands you had 6 months ago are not available. Everybody's wiping with a different texture.
She's telling me I'm crazy. Like, she's like, you're imagining. I'm like, no, I really, I pay attention to pooing.
You've been thrown into the queen spin zone.
I agree. I don't think she's telling me the truth.
Let's look at her Amazon history. You can see exactly what she's purchased and what has been purchased as
need
of
to look
late.
at it.
I just know how you are. You clean out all of your holes, everything.
I do. Yes.
But you have a
Meticulously.
You do. You just, more than your average person, you're going to know. Papa Bear knows his porridge
There
is
are a
messed
few
with.
things I really focus on, but I concentrate. There are things where I'm like, I'm not shaking on that.
I trust you and your butt.
Thank you. Yes. My BH knows. But is there ever a time where the cheaper brand is better? I'd like to hear exactly when. You can text us, 877-979-WRMF, coming up.
Did you miss a segment from the KVJ Show? Find it on kvjshow.com or soundcloud.com/KVJ Show.
Talking about when the cheaper brand is actually better than the more expensive. And somebody's arguing, because I was talking about toilet paper, and I could tell my wife has changed the kind of TP we use, because it used to be like using pillows. And now it just, I can feel it. It's a difference. I have a very sensitive and temperamental BH.
She knows the difference.
You ever seen puppy belly skin?
Yes.
That's what I have. I've got puppy belly skin. And it only needs the softest material. That's all it can take.
You're tender.
I'm very tender there. And to me, that's one thing you just don't skimp on. But somebody texted in and said, unless you're crapping out sandpaper, there's absolutely no reason to buy expensive TP. I mean, it's literally being flushed down the toilet along with your money.
I disagree with that, because if your butt becomes accustomed to a certain amount of cushiony fluff,
yes,
and you enjoy the double layers of absorbency and softness and just extra care that was taken with that toilet paper weaving, you do know a difference. There is an absolute difference. And if you're a man that cares about his BH, damn it, you should be allowed to have some comfort and luxury back there. You're paying the TP bill.
Yeah, that's true. That's kind of what I thought. I feel like that is the right way to go with it.
Now, supply may be the issue, and she may not be ready to be honest with you about supplies just not being there. Like, a lot of the Charmin, I think, went first.
Yeah.
Because, like, I know when I went to...
I think people, it matters to a majority of people.
I went to CVS. All the Charmin was gone. All the good stuff was gone. All that was left was the Scott.
Ugh.
And if you know anything about Scott compared to Charmin, it is not the same playing field.
I kind of agree. I really do. Yeah, I think that's just one where you just do not sacrifice.
My butt is not as spoiled as yours, so I can just use anything. But if you have a spoiled butt and you want the good stuff,
It's a privilege. I do. I have. We've said that I have BH privilege.
you're the man paying the bills. Now, if there's no good toilet paper, which may be the problem,
Right.
then it's just not available. But if it is available, you are entitled to it.
Okay. Now, my daughter, she's 22, legal drinking age, and she shows me some of the ratchet booze her and her friends will drink. And when you're younger, I will argue that it is smarter. That's when the cheaper is actually, you could say, better, because you're going for volume a lot of times. Now, me, if I drink some of that stuff, you know, your body gets real sensitive as you get older.
Sensitive to everything. Sugars, meats.
Yeah, I think she was drinking something a couple weeks ago. It was called like Nick's vodka.
Nick?
And it was in like some plastic tub. And I mean, it looked like it was like in a milk jug of vodka. And I'm just like, oh, it looked like you made it in a bathtub.
When it comes to like that kind of stuff now, I get the nicest I can afford. Like,
right now, yeah.
Nick sounds like he's putting his stuff at bargain basement prices.
Yeah, oh no, it definitely is. She told me, I think it was like she paid like $3 for. It's like $1 a gallon. It's just terrible. But for her, it makes sense. Where the generic cheap brand is better than the name brand. And I argue that. I remember when I was a young kid drinking, we would drink Natural Light, Milwaukee's Best,
Bush
all that
Light.
stuff. Yeah,
it was
I'm
affordable
like,
compared to the fancy.
It didn't make sense. I'm like, who cares? It tastes good enough and it's getting the job done. We're not here for flavor, y'all. That really was the truth. Somebody said Great Value cereal, the Cocoa Dino Bites, is actually better than the stuff that you can buy legit. I know Jaybird has said that. He loves the generic cereal because he said it's got more sugar in it. And he likes it. It's sweeter.
Yeah.
Somebody's arguing anything Publix brand. Always. Across the board, they do good stuff. Why you're buying the name brand stuff when Publix is making it better, I don't get you.
I did the taste test with my family because I wanted to see. My husband and my daughter could eat rigatoni pasta every day of the week. And so I was always just buying whatever brand was on BOGO or on sale. But the Publix brand is way cheaper of rigatoni. Even when you do a BOGO, I mean, it just in the long term, the Publix brand is cheaper. It was like $1 a box.
Yeah.
So I bought the good stuff. I bought the middle stuff. I bought the Publix brand, and I had the whole family do a blind taste test, and they all picked the Publix.
Yeah.
And it's cheaper.
People were throwing Publix brands up here like crazy. Andrew just said, I like the Publix fudge stripe cookies over the real ones from Keebler.
There you go.
They're just better. Yeah, a lot of people saying that. Even Trader Joe's, Ryan said the chocolate peanut butter cups versus the Reese's peanut butter cups, Trader Joe's is better.
Really?
Yeah.
I've never tasted a cup I like better than the Reese's. I'm going to have to get in there and see what Joe has.
Try it out.
I know there's a company called Justin's that does a peanut butter cup too, and it's supposed to be like organic and taste better. But
Justin's.
It doesn't. It's just not as good as the Reese's.
Sure, nothing organic is better than the chemically stuff. It really isn't. It's better for you, but come on.
I'm ready to try Joe, though. We'll go give Trader Joe a run.
Gemma said Toast-'em Pop-Ups are better than regular Pop-Tarts. My parents, I don't know, when I was a kid, we used to get the generic Pop-Tarts, and they were terrible. And then my parents, too, had the audacity to get it without the icing on it, so they were so dry.
I tried to get the, because Annie's Organic for Kids makes a Pop-Tart product, and so I got that for the kids, and they about, like, just strung me up and beat me like a piñata. They were so mad.
Yeah.
They like the Pop-Tart brand, and I guess there's a big difference in the taste of the organic.
Yeah.
It's not as good to them.
Probably is. Somebody said Kirkland, the Costco brand, their water, their Allegra, things like that actually is better.
Okay.
They do high quality knockoff stuff. Yeah, I got a buddy of mine actually drinks the Kirkland beer. And I'm like...
For a man that does not want to impress.
Right. That's what he goes for.
He don't care about looking good.
Instead of Coors Light, he drinks the Kirkland Light, I think is what it is. Yeah, they make their own beer.
I would like
doesn't
to
make their own
try
beer,
it.
do they?
Did you try it?
You know what? It was I was doing a lot of craft beer, so just even
Okay.
Yeah, it just I couldn't do it.
I don't think Publix does a beer. I've never seen it if they do.
Yeah, I didn't think so either. Talking about brands, and we posted up on the KVJ Show Twitter here today. Different names because we have so many transits here. I wanted to see exactly breaking down South Florida and the KVJ Nation audience. What do people call different things? Like, for instance, if you are going for your soda, is it soda? Is it pops? Is it Coke? What is it? Some of the final tallies on that, Virginia, 75% people are calling it soda, 8% of the people are calling it pop, 16% are calling it Coke.
Okay.
That's how that one breaks out. The sub hoagie grinder one that Jaybird threw out there, it's not even close. 98% are using sub.
Subs, yeah.
2% for hoagies, and I think like maybe grinders like Connecticut people use that. And they're apparently not hitting up our Twitter right now.
Okay.
Tennis shoes or sneakers. It's sneakers by a lot. On that one, you got sneakers with about 70% of the voting. The rest is going to tennis shoes. And then I was kind of surprised by swimsuits versus bathing suits. I thought it'd be swimsuits. And 79% of the voting is going for bathing suit.
Huh.
Yeah. So there you go. That's the vernacular that people are using, and more people going out. It's kind of interesting just to see what each area looks like. You decided yesterday on the show, Virginia, that you are going to be heading to the Keys.
Well, we flipped the magic coin, and so it wasn't up to me. It was up to the coin. My sister is actually flying in right now.
Okay.
She is going down to Isla Mirada for a few days. And I want to see my sister, so I'm going to go on Saturday early in the morning and just go down there Saturday night, and then come back Sunday.
But you said that your husband, Panda, he's not going, and he said Rocco's not going to go either.
Yes, Panda has no interest in going, and he doesn't want Rocco going either. So I'm like, sweet.
This whole thing worked out so great for Magnolia.
Magnolia wins.
Yeah.
But I kind of win, too.
Yeah, you get a couple days away from Rocco and just you and your daughter. And
Mags is going to bring a friend.
Yeah.
So that's kind of awesome because she's going to do her thing with her friend on the beach now. We're not going to go in restaurants. We're not going to go in bars. I'm bringing all my own drinks and beverages and whatever. I'm bringing my own blender. So that tells you how serious I am.
It's a good idea, honestly. It really is the way to do it. So you're not spending so much money at bars. We're really doing that now, too, because my wife, the tax season thing came up, and she was itemizing how much we were spending on drinks at bars, and it was, I can't even tell you, it's ridiculous.
It makes you think.
And it's our new resolve.
And she lost her job. So if you lose your job and then you reassess what you spend money on, you're just doing it right.
Yep.
That's called being smart.
Yeah, and we're going out to Hooters tonight. So she's like, okay. She's like, if you're going to have a drink, make sure you get before that.
Everybody gets one chicken wing.
Yeah.
That's it.
This is really our first trip out to a restaurant tonight for my son's 12th birthday.
You're braver than me. I have yet to go into a restaurant, and I'm not. Not yet. I'm just, my head's not there yet.
It's a patio where we're going to be chilling, so I feel okay about that, open air. But yeah, this is a big first step, and it seems like people are kind of set 50-50. There was one national survey that was done, and researchers found that 49% of Americans feel comfortable returning to their regular routines, while 50% still aren't ready. So it's half and half, and it really probably depends upon where you are. With us being in one of the 3 troublesome counties in South Florida, we're set, I think, a little bit more tight than if you just go a little bit north of us. Somebody texted earlier, said the Panhandle, nobody has any masks on.
My friends were in the Keys last weekend, and they said everybody had masks on. So if that's your plan, if you're going to go south, bring your masks. If you're going to go north, do whatever you want.
Optional.
I mean, but just know that wearing a mask does protect you. They say 80% more than not wearing it.
They say
that's pretty big numbers.
Well, they say that more men are not wearing their masks than women. 6 in 10 men say that they are just okay going back to the regular routine, a majority. And they say it's the flip for women. 6 out of 10 are not.
Okay.
So 60% of men are ready to jump back in, 40% of women.
Yeah, I'm going to keep wearing the mask. And I'm also going to respect if a business wants you to wear one and the sign's on the door saying, please wear one. I'm going to wear one just because I don't want to have drama.
Mm-hmm. Well, some places going to start opening up again this weekend. You can check out the Hard Rock Hotel and Casino. That is going to be opening up to the public on Friday. 50% in the casino. They're going to be doing temperature checks and for guests and employees, mandatory face covering. So if you are going to go to one of the casinos, you better have a face covering or they are not going to let you in. And they also say that they're going to have dividers of plexiglass at all the tables, poker games, customer service areas.
That's going to look weird.
Yeah, that is going to be kind of interesting to see how that is. But I guess if you want to go gamble.
So the dealer is behind his own plexiglass, and then there's plexiglass in between, like each player at the blackjack table?
Yeah, I kind of saw a photo of it, what it looked like, and that's basically what it looked like.
That's fascinating.
Yeah, it is kind of some crazy
the
stuff.
The plexiglass people have got to be like, cha-ching.
If you own a plexiglass plant, yes, you are raking in the money.
That's one of those businesses that has just flourished in these times of corona.
Yeah, it's doing great. And then strip clubs. Yeah, Miami-Dade going to start opening up on Friday. So, and I think that some of the other counties already have their strip clubs open. I think Miami-Dade yesterday got the beaches cranking open.
Gotcha.
So you're starting to see a lot more places that are starting to be open here. Coming up, we got the After the Show podcast going to be coming up here in a bit. We're going to be talking about the best positions in the bedroom for burning calories. Apparently, they put people in Fitbits and then had them get it on.
It's not Mish, Kev.
Yeah, I don't know that it is. I don't want to give you a spoiler here, but yeah, we'll let you know that coming up in just about 10 or 15 minutes. Going to be on Facebook Live. You can also check it on YouTube and also the KVJ Show podcast app. It is going to be there. Well, you're talking on the dirt earlier this morning, Virginia. Matthew McConaughey. He was on with a former University of Texas player, Emmanuel Acho, that is doing Uncomfortable Conversations with the Black Man. Is kind of a series that he's got going on. He's got his own little thing there, and Matthew McConaughey joined him. And it's just one of the many programs you can check out. I watched Oprah Winfrey, the talk that she did 2 nights ago. I still have to watch part 2, which you can check out. That's on YouTube as well. And Netflix even did a Black Lives Matter collection of stuff you can watch. What I was telling you the other day, like 13th, that is one of the ones that is on there. They've also got Spike Lee's new movie, Da 5 Bloods, which drops tomorrow. That is going to be a part of that as well. So they have a whole bunch of really cool stuff and some things from Killer Mike up there. But I thought there was something that was really kind of cool that was in the Matthew McConaughey clip that he did with Acho. It was a poem from Langston Hughes. And since Jaybird is off dealing with his tooth pain right now, I'm going to fill this in for your thought for the day. It is from a poem called Let America Be America Again. And the poem reads, Oh, let America be America again, the land that never has been yet, and yet must be the land where every man is free. Yeah, so it's basically saying that we're not quite there yet. America's not seen its best days, but the best days are ahead.
I like it.
Thank you.
You're listening to the KVJ Show on 97.9 WRMF.